All right, hey guys. So I was thinking, and I realized that when I put my first video up on YouTube, however many weeks ago that was, I just did that for my existing blog followers as an update, and I didn't think about the fact that people might find me organically on YouTube without any idea who I am or why I'm here or what I'm talking about or anything like that. So I figured I would just record a quick video introducing myself. So, hello, my name is Alyssa. I am 26 years old as of today, which is July 1st, 2020. Wow, it's July already. Jeez. Yeah. Anyway, I currently live in North Carolina in the United States, and I started a blog back in 2012 to talk about nutrition because I had been pretty intensively studying nutrition just on my own after getting diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which is a chronic autoimmune disease. So if you're interested in that whole saga, you can read that on my website. I'll link it below. But a few years ago, I had also started to explore topics like adult palate expansion and orthotropics, to use the Muse term for it. And I started to realize that my childhood tooth extractions and braces had probably left me with some suboptimal occlusion and other problems related to facial structure and function. So I embarked on this journey of self-guinea pigging and revived the blog so that I could document all of my trials and errors. But then I got really busy and I stopped posting, and people were asking me for updates, so I figured, hey, I can at least record a quick video. And that's how I ended up on YouTube. And here I am. But yeah, essentially the reason that I'm on the internet at all is to do my part to contribute to a body of knowledge that, even now, but especially when I first started getting into this stuff, was really pretty sparse. I remember when the only place on the internet that was even remotely talking about any of this stuff was that one website called Claiming Power. And now we have forums and subreddits and YouTube channels galore, but we still have such a long way to go as a community before enough people, especially professionals, are aware and informed enough about these topics to make a true improvement in standard of care, and to just improve people's lives and fix these problems that so many people are having with TMJ and sleep apnea and just other issues with facial structure and function and all the stuff that we talk about. So yeah, that's why I'm here. But the other thing I'll mention, which I don't imagine will be news to any of you, is that fringe areas of the internet like this, whether they're nutrition related or orthodontic related or what have you, they tend to attract opinionated extremists who prefer not to acknowledge nuance or gray areas. And I totally used to be one of those people when I first entered the nutrition scene and was experimenting with my diet. I was a raw vegan for a while. I became absolutely convinced that raw veganism was the way to go. I thought that everyone should be raw vegan, and anyone who thought otherwise just hadn't seen the light yet. And I had to learn the hard way over and over that just because something works for one person doesn't mean it will work for another, and just because someone is convinced that they're right doesn't mean that they actually are right. So gray areas and nuance have become somewhat of a passion for me, and shedding light on those areas will remain a focus for me. And that's one thing that I always try to be very careful of with anything that I share, whether it's in writing or in video format. I want to be sure that I'm doing justice to different people's experiences and to the areas where we might not have enough information yet or knowledge yet to make sweeping proclamations or claims. I also tend to be a bit of an over-communicator, as you might be able to tell by how long and rambly some of my videos get and how long and rambly some of my written posts get. But I'm very much of the opinion that more information and more communication is better than less. So that's kind of my thing. And then, of course, my focus will also always be on sharing my own personal experiences as transparently and with as much detail as I can. Because at the end of the day, you want whatever you're doing to work for you. We have to have this stuff work for people in real life, living real lives. So as much as you can't make any conclusions about anything based on anecdotal evidence, that doesn't mean that anecdotes aren't valuable. So anyway, with that, it's nice to meet all of you. Happy you're here, and feel free to visit me over on my written corner of the internet as well. And I will talk to you soon.